So Arnold Farms was developed over a year and a half ago. This was created as a social enterprise to not only create job creation and job training, but create a hyper-local, sustainable farming concept for the Midland area. This 5,000 square foot farm has been developed to tap into the genetic potential of any of the plants that we grow here. Through different spectrums of UV light, different levels of nutrients here, we're able to grow these plants in about 3 to 4 weeks at a time. With that, we are able to churn out over 900 units of product to the local grocery stores in the area. This program has also been developed to train individuals with disabilities in order to learn different things like planting, growing the plants, harvesting the plants, taking the plants out to the buyers and selling to the buyers, working on the accounting. This whole program was built as a collaborative with the participants and not us teaching them. We all learned together in developing this farm. So this system behind me was developed by Sand & Bio, and it is a gravity-fed system. You can see on this system the UV lights that are trained to work for 12 hours a day, and they hit the optimum levels of red, white, and blue light that plants need in order to grow and to take in the nutrients. This is actually a gravity-fed system, so there is zero waste with the water. The water is pumped from a tank behind these systems all the way to the top of these racks. It flows through the racks in a zigzag pattern and then is collected at the bottom in a pipe and pumped right back into the big tank where it is renutrified.
I'm Jeff, and I'm a participant in the Arnold Farms We Grow program. Funny story, I was actually the first employee in the program. I came in and they were doing like a research and development kind of thing, and we learned a lot during that time, like how to pH balance and electrolysis and all that good stuff. And we also learned how to grow microgreens, and that's still my favorite part of the job. But I was in for a big surprise with what kind of a challenge this program was going to be for sure, because when we first started, I thought we were just going to keep selling microgreens at the farmer's market all the time. But so the challenge at first was just learning about the plants and trying to figure out how to grow microgreens. It actually is kind of a acquired skill. It takes a lot of perseverance, I guess, to grow those. But as we progressed further and expanded into this big room, we started to do like things like sales and things like account management, and just like sometimes you got to do a presentation when people do a tour through the facility. So it's all stuff that I was really uncomfortable with at first, but over time I just really appreciated the challenge. And like, one of my biggest challenges personally was my confidence was that's one of the problems with like mental illness, is that your confidence just goes out the window in yourself. And through this program, I was able to kind of get that strength back. So we even got here within a year. We were from a small room with microgreens to this huge facility that you see right here. And it's actually like a 5,000 square foot hydroponic farm. And so the challenge has been awesome. I actually didn't have a job for about 5 years before the program due to complications with bipolar, but this challenge has just given me a lot of confidence in my life, and I'm really excited about the future of the program, where it could go.
My name is Joe. I work at Arnold Farms. Some of the things I do is develop a planning schedule, which is important to make sure that we're not having waste in the system and that we're being as efficient as possible. Another thing I do is all the accounting work, compliance, which is a big thing. We have an audit tomorrow to be actually. And then I take part in just everything else, from harvesting to planning to transferring the seeds over. I keep real busy. Farms here, we currently are producing 5 different types of lettuce: red oak, Muir, Swiss chard, romaine, and arugula. Those are the ones we focus on the most, and we also do a variety of microgreens. One of our most popular microgreens are the mild mix and arugula. We sell quite a bit of those. And we also have a customer who works in a restaurant who buys pea shoots. Um, so currently we have about 6 or 7 grocers that buy our products, as well as maybe that same amount, 6 to 7 restaurants that use our lettuce in their menus.
Well, my name is Robert. I've been here about a year and a half. I like working here because I help feed the world a little bit. I like doing it, a little bit of everything in here, from the seeding to packaging. I enjoy coming to work. I like everything about this place. If we were going to see something that needs to be done, we usually just do it. Um, I learned a lot about plants. I had thought there was only one kind of lettuce. I thought it was just a big head of lettuce, the brown head lettuce, and I found out that it grows in all different kinds of shapes and colors. And it all tastes differently, and I like working with the microgreens. And I remember when we used to you have to use scissors and clip them, and now we have another way of doing it to harvest it.
I was in a point where I got pitched by a random guy about a hydroponic farm he wanted to build. And I walked into the building day one, and there's a bunch of rails with a bunch of dead crops in it. And I just remember going in and seeing Jeff the first time I walked in, and they said, okay, we're going to do a hydroponic farm. And I walk in, and here's 3 metal racks, right? Yeah. And this just random guy with a beard just planting seeds and putting oil on the seeds and said, this is what I'm supposed to do.
Well, I remember when you first walked in, like you wanted me to grow pea shoots and sunflower shoots, and I was like, I don't know about this guy.
Yeah.
But you would always do that, like bring up things that I would hate doing but would end up working out. So
I always tried to push you out of that comfort zone though, right? It was all about the experimenting and honestly, I don't know.
When I first got hired in here,
no, but what was it?
You guys were just starting to put the system together.
There was 25 pallets that they just dropped in this room, and they said,
all across the other room, where all over.
Oh yeah.
Because I was wondering what they were.
Yeah, and you were sitting over there like, what the heck is going on? Like, look at all this random stuff. No instructions to how to put this thing together, and then we all just had to figure out okay, this is what it should look like, so let's move from there. And then figuring out that we did it backwards, right? The system was built backwards, and we didn't even need to do it that way. Like, we could have just done it a simpler way, right? I don't know. Do you remember that?
I was not here.
Because we built a germination system, remember? And we were like, we're like, oh my gosh, because they sent the video on how to do it, because they never sent us a video when we first got it.
Oh.
And so then we realized that we didn't have to do the lights the way we did, where we were into. But then for me to not just grow professionally doing this, but honestly to grow as a person with you guys, you know, you made me care more about what I did than what I had previously experienced, right? So it wasn't just a job to me. It was something that I really cared about, and honestly really cared about you guys, you know. Truthfully, I hope you guys feel like this is all you guys, the program at this point, right? I mean, it was crazy. We did a lot of weird stuff. You know, there's a lot of failures for sure, like when we didn't have the HVAC system. I don't know, it was like 95 and humid all the time in there, and yet somehow we still made it through. I have no idea how we got through that portion. It was like sweat pouring off of everybody while they're trying to plant microgreens.
You're
But-
telling me like all these things, and I'm just pretending that I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I was trying to convince you, hey, we know what we're doing. So even though we were still figuring it out, the big thing for me was just to see it go and to see it still flourishing. Like, you know, watching that video of you guys, Real Talk, was like, it was the new video that you guys are doing for
I
it.
was